what has this year been like for you, just in terms of riding the ups and downs? I mean, you've had some difficult stretches. You've had some recently. You've had some really good runs of form. I mean, just mentally, what's it been like to navigate that?
Um, yeah, I mean, I think if you ask any player, besides Messi or Ronaldo, everybody deals with it. It's the life as a footballer. You have, times you're doing really well, times you're not doing so well, and definitely, definitely hard at times, of course. But I think it's important to have a good group around you to, help you stay focused. And yeah, if you keep working hard, I think things will work out for the better.
Next will be Michele Giannone from Univision.
Thank you, Michael. Hi, Josh. How are you?
Good.
You are right now on paper regarded as the future number one, and present and future number 9 of the U.S. men's national team. How do you deal with that, with those expectations and that pressure moving forward? Thank you.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm the number one. We have a very deep pool, and I've said it a lot of times, and it's very repetitive. But I really do believe if you work very hard, good things will happen. So I'll continue to do that and not really worry about what so many people are saying on the outside, and I think everything will work out well.
Next will be Franco Panizo from SBI Soccer.
Thanks, Michael. Hey, Josh, how you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. How much confidence do you have now as compared to maybe a month and a half ago? You scored that first goal, and then you did an interview, I think, with either German outlet or I'm not sure if it was the Bremen website, but you said there's more to come. And shortly after that, you scored 3 in a row. Obviously, this weekend, a bit of an unfortunate deflection there for an own goal. But just how much confidence do you have now than you did maybe before you scored that first goal? Now you've started to find the back of the net with a little bit more regularity.
Yeah, I think obviously I was struggling a little bit with scoring goals. I was very happy about myself with how I was performing, but at the end of the day, as a striker, you're going to be judged on how many goals you score. So, of course, any goal I can score is going to boost my confidence, and yeah, I feel like I'm in a good place right now.
Next will be Alonso Contreras from the Area Sports Network.
Thank you, Michael. Hi, George. I want to ask you how much it helped you to grow as a forward, playing with the best forward for Bundesliga, Claudio Pizarro.
Yeah, I mean, to have somebody, so experienced like that by my side on the pitch, and, him giving us younger guys advice all the time, I mean, it's a huge advantage, I'd say. You can tell he's a very smart player, even as he was getting older and still playing. You could see by the runs he was making. He doesn't have the most speed or power at that age, but he could still do it. So I think definitely having him by my side helped a lot.
Next will be Diego Montalban from Telemundo.
Thanks, Michael. Hey, Josh, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. You spoke a little bit about the competition or the depth that there is in the pool. How do you feel about that competition with the other up and coming or the other forwards that are in the camp right now? Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's a healthy competition. As anywhere else, everybody's going to be pushing each other, and everybody's gunning for that number one spot right now. There's a lot of young guys that want it, so we'll see who comes out on top in the end.
Next will be Ryan Tomich from Goal.com.
Hey Josh, obviously we just talked about how you're kind of in a good run of form right now, and striker position probably more than any other is one where the mental side of the game is so important. When you are kind of confident and in that zone and moving, what changes? Does the goal look bigger? Do you run for something that you normally wouldn't have? Would you try something that you normally wouldn't do? What are the changes that kind of come for you when you are kind of in that zone?
I think the biggest difference is that everything just comes very naturally. It just seems to happen with ease. You don't have to try so hard, and when you're in that slump when you're not scoring goals, it feels like no matter what you do, it's just impossible to score. So, yeah, I'd say the biggest difference is everything just seems very easy.
We will take 2 more questions. The first from Ron Blum from Associated Press.
Hey Josh, how do you prepare yourself for the rigors of qualifying in the fall with the constant switches from playing matches in 30-degree weather to then going halfway across the world and playing in 85-degree weather?
Good question. Yeah, I mean it's definitely not going to be easy, but I think we have a good group of guys that can do it. We're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna switch players and who's gonna play which games, and we have a very good group of guys that can do that. So yeah, I think if we stay focused, keep working hard, that it'll be okay.
Our last question comes from Donald Wine from Stars and Stripes FC.
Thank you, Michael. Hey, Josh. Looking forward to this game on Thursday against Jamaica. I know you've played against Jamaica. I live here in D.C. You were here in D.C. when we played them back in June 2019. They're physical. They have a set of defenders that are very fast, but also very physical. What can you take from back then and just how you've blossomed at Werder Bremen and use that to apply to this game, a team that we're going to see in World Cup qualifying again sometime this fall? Thank you.
Yeah, I think I've definitely grown as a player during this time period, and I think I've really matured with my movements on the field and how I play, trying to be smarter and play the easy pass. So yeah, they're going to be physical. We have to move the ball very well, very quickly, and be creative up front and try to find ways to get in behind and score goals.